Welcome back to Off the Record, friends.
What's up,
you guys? I'm here with producer Ian.
Out
front.
Or according to Brady, big nerd. That's incredible.
Wait,
that's incredible.
So today you're out front.
I am out front today.
We're going to be chatting a lot of things today.
Lots of different stuff.
Which means behind the scenes, running production, we got Brady.
Say hi, Brady.
Intern Emma. Hi, Brady. Hi, intern Emma. Brady, it's your debut. Anything you want to say? Hello? Anything like that?
Nope, your mic's...
We can't hear.
Yet, okay.
Nothing yet.
I'm used to it. I'm getting used to it. We'll get into it. First timer over here.
Why is the camera so close to your face? Oh my god.
You know, what am I supposed to
It's like fish-eyed on
It's very... It's super close to you. It's fantastic.
Oh, it's awesome.
Ed's gone.
Ed's gone.
He's missing.
He's missing.
Which we did the math, and let me just say this. Ed was the mastermind behind this podcast.
He has been the most tardy. And the most not here.
He's missed
out of all of the guests.
What do we say? 4 out of 15.
I think this is 4.
That's over 25% of these podcasts. Yep. The podcast he demanded.
That's true. He did demand this podcast. I slaved away at making this podcast studio, and then he's not here.
All for him. And then he's missing every other week, you know? He is gone today. In his words, he forgot.
He did.
That this was happening.
He did it.
And so, in lieu of that, Ian is here, and you're always behind the scenes, and so it's going to be fun. Later on, we're going to put you on the hot seat.
Yep.
First off, how was your Easter?
It was good.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was saying to Anna and I think Brady, I was saying that was probably one of the most stress-free Easters that I can remember.
Okay.
I don't know why. Just it went so smoothly on my end of things, so I'm here for it.
Those listeners who might not know, why do you say that? What is your role here, and what do you do?
Yeah, so I'm the production manager here, so I handle all the lights, sound, video, all of that thing. That's all in my sphere of influence.
Yeah.
So
holidays, you got a lot.
Holidays are usually crazy.
Yeah.
They're usually, everything has an extra element and whatnot. But this year, I don't know, stuff just went really well. It went really smoothly. Team was great. Shout out to all of my production crew they're awesome and they knocked it out of the park. So.
Yeah. This is really awesome. Before we dive into anything, while we have Brady here too, Brady, we can cut to you if you have your shot. I want to just see. That's a little bit. Did he move it?
Did you move it? You moved it a little bit. Your mic's off. You gotta get used to the foot switch thing back there.
I'm a guy. I'm not an audio guy. I'm just getting used to it.
This is phenomenal. I love everything about today. This is a good time. It's the way chaos happens. That's what's going on. Brady, you and I, since I got you here, we have a little tradition that we do. For those of you who are fans of the podcast, one of the first episodes, I talked about my love for Bob subs.
Yep, and I roasted you all over the internet for it.
You roasted me very much. But you know who had my back? Brady.
Yep.
Brady had my back. And now, every once in a while, we do some covert meetings at Bob subs. Isn't that right, Brady?
It is, yeah. I can't tell you the amount of times that we've shared a nice sub together.
I can. Twice.
All right, well.
Brady's like, it's Tuesday at 6 p.m. Brandon and I are going to get a sub. And Brandon's like, no, that's not how it works.
That's so funny. But it is a great place. Brady, what's your go-to order at Bob's Subs? Let's give him a little shout out.
I feel like we take the same thing. I'm a spicy Italian guy.
Amen.
I love a good spicy Italian sub.
No tomato though, right?
No. I get it.
Oh man, we're so close. But yes, the spicy Italian is the move. It's always.
What, you just don't like tomato?
I hate tomato.
I mean, that's fair. I hate tomato as well.
Do you?
So
yeah,
we agree there.
I mean,
we actually agree on something.
You know, we both love though. I know for all the beef you and I have.
All the beef.
Enemies.
So much beef. Yeah.
We do agree on that. What we will be talking about later is potatoes.
That is true. Stay tuned to the end.
About taters. And
got our favorite potato draft.
That's right. We'll be doing
It's gonna get heated. It's gonna be heated.
It probably is. If you're tuning in, let us know in the chat where you're watching from. I want to shout out a guy. He walked up to us on Sunday. His name's Anthony, and he works for the Postal Service. And he told us he listens every week while he's making his deliveries. So shout out to Anthony.
Shout out Anthony.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for being a part. If you're not driving and you want to drop a chat, you are welcome to do so. But shout out Anthony and to all of you who listen every single week. What else has been going on in your life this week?
I have been working furiously on my new house.
Come on.
Like,
you closed on the house when?
We closed last month on the 26th. So
Okay.
it's been 2 weeks. Tomorrow will be 2 weeks that we've
Okay.
had the keys.
Come on.
And I have ripped that house apart. I swear.
Yeah.
So,
I was there
you were there on Monday.
And you are going to town on this house.
Yep, we're
and it
going to
looks
town.
Phenomenal. Congrats on it, by the way.
Thanks.
It's a big deal. What's your biggest project you're working on at the moment?
Well, I'm gearing up to start a big project tomorrow.
Okay.
We discovered a little bit of a plumbing issue in the basement.
Oh boy.
So it's not a huge issue, but plumbing is out of my sphere of knowledge. So thankfully my father-in-law is going to be there, and he has a lot more plumbing knowledge than me. So
that's good. It pays to know people.
It pays to know people. Yeah.
Yeah. That's great.
Shout out to Brady, who's done a bunch of electrical work.
Yeah, he was there on Monday too. You're redoing all your lighting. Crazy
Yep.
stuff, man. Crazy stuff.
Also, hold on real quick. Brady, is my camera blown out? Do you mean to adjust that? This is the producer in me.
Well, it doesn't look. I mean, here.
Okay, hold on.
You can take a look.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Hold on, let me fix that.
Okay.
Ian's just gonna.
It's
So,
now, Brandon.
well, that's great because I was going to talk about Easter. Easter here at the church was so much fun. Obviously, it's a lot of work for all the team and for all the volunteers, which, by the way, if you served this Easter, thank you so much for giving of your time, your energy, your talent to make it happen. We had, 2,000 people in the building.
Yeah, it was like 2,200 between the two services. So.
Yeah, in between a lot of kids here as well, which was very cool.
Yeah.
Between Good Friday and Easter, 36 hands were raised to give their life to Jesus, which is the biggest win out of
That's
all
a huge
of them.
one.
And, it's easy to think that what we do when you show up to serve is just going through the motions, going through a routine. But really, for those 36 people, that just changed everything about their life.
100%.
And so we're still celebrating what God did, what God is going to continue to do. But man, what was your highlight of the service this year?
I'd say it's tough because when you're doing production stuff and you're just fully involved with like the execution of everything when it gets to it, like the main part of the holiday, it's hard to look at it from a whole objective standpoint and point out something. But I really think Cole shot a bunch of videos for the service, and like all of the B-roll content was all from Cole. So huge shout out to Cole. It looked phenomenal, and I think Cole's that was our highlight. Yeah,
he's our video guy. He's incredible. He does such a good job. So that was super fun. Really beautiful weekend. Yeah, really great stuff. And now, hey, we're back at it.
Back to
Sunday's coming
back
back again.
Yep.
Who would have thought?
Yep.
So we're back in it. You know what was really funny? Last week we drafted our Easter candies. Did you? Yeah, you participated.
I did. Yeah.
Who won that poll?
I actually don't know. I don't know if I ever pulled it. I want to say Ed won it. Maybe Emma. Maybe you can look that up while we're going here. I think it was Ed.
Intern Emma.
Because he had both the eggs, so he kind of just destroyed.
Did he?
Yeah,
There's no shot.
I'm pretty sure I looked the day afterward, and it was like not even close. Like it was like 49% of the vote was Ed.
Man, that just doesn't feel right.
Stand by for official ruling.
Okay.
I'll say it tracks for me. Like I can't eat either of those candies, but I know that those are like the quintessential Easter basket candy.
So talk about your what you can't eat.
I can't eat any. He goes, let's talk about your health here right now.
Sorry.
So,
so
I'm allergic to peanuts and tree nuts. So like 90% of candy I cannot eat.
And you are allergic.
Yeah, like I'm not like some people. Like there are people I know that can't even smell like peanuts and stuff because they'll freak out. For me, I hate the smell. So when I smell peanut, my brain associates it with evil. Like my brain is like, this is an evil thing.
This is demonic.
Yeah, literally. So like cracks me up because Brady just eats peanut butter crackers around me all the time.
Brady.
And he jokes. He's like, oh yeah, here you go. Just eat it.
I go,
just
are you
eat
hungry?
it.
Here,
Him and his little orange peanut butter crackers.
That is terrible.
It's so mean.
That is awful that you would do that to him.
So mean.
So, do we have a ruling, by the way?
No, hang on. Okay, button pushes. Okay, official ruling. Ed won 62%. He won
62%.
62%.
Good Lord.
So, So last week, I forgot this.
I realized I was about to say, I know we had a basket, and I don't know where the basket's at.
Last week in our draft, it became evident. Wait, so Ed won. Who came in second?
I'm sure you did.
Was I second?
You were second, Brandon.
Okay.
Praise
God.
Say, there's no way I won that one.
So it became very evident that I don't know much about Easter candy. And so Ed's mom, Pastor Ed's mom, who was watching the podcast, thought, hey, I need to teach Brandon what Easter candy is about. And so we're going to do a live.
Live unboxing.
I haven't opened this yet. So we're going to do this live.
Here,
together.
you can narrate and we can
Can we talk about how nice this wrapping is? Look at that. Look at that. Oh boy, I just messed it up. We're just gonna have to. Oh, we're gonna rip it. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
There's so much bag noise.
I am so sorry. You wrapped this so greatly, and then there is a lot of noise going on.
There you go.
Here we are. Okay. Oh, this is fantastic.
Wow.
So,
Holy cow.
Of course, we have the chocolate egg, or the chocolate bunny.
Chocolate bunny.
That's not a chocolate egg. That's a chocolate bunny. Come on. Russell Stover. Did I say that right? Is that correct? Are you going to touch this stuff again?
I can touch it.
Okay.
Yeah. See right here, if you cut to me.
Sour
Patch. Me.
Oh.
See this label that's in bold? This is bad.
You got to read that all the time.
Yep.
She got Sour Patch Bunnies.
Oh, that's
what?
different.
That's
I've never
a thing?
seen that.
I've never heard of this. Have you, as intern Emma Brady, you guys heard of these? No. Okay, I guess not. That.
You gotta push the button.
So this is
it's
weird.
so funny watching.
It was part of Ed's draft last week, guys.
Oh well,
yeah,
I've never seen them, and I don't remember.
I wonder. Hold on, is the whole basket all the things from the draft? Because that'd be kind of sweet.
Oh, I have no idea. And then we have these.
That's the
caramel egg.
The egg. Yep, the Cadbury egg.
Cadbury. Oh, I've heard of these. I don't think I've ever seen these.
I used to eat those back in the day.
In my actual life. Let's go. Look at that. Those look so fire. I'm assuming I'm the only person who's never heard of these.
Yeah, they are very good. I used to eat these, and then I realized I shouldn't eat them because my throat would get itchy every time I ate them.
We got some giggles. I don't know what giggles
Those
are.
I can actually eat.
Oh, are these?
Those are the
beans? Are these gummy? Wait, what are these called?
That
gummy
brand,
beans?
I can eat that brand. They don't do any peanuts.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Here, have a pack. Make sure that you're not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna use your EpiPen
I won't
on
eat them
here.
right now.
More jelly beans?
Stomping.
Come on, somebody. Oh, that is so. How kind of her was this?
That's really nice.
Oh man.
Oh, there's your chocolate cross that I apparently had no idea was a thing.
And you get a whole little card with it. Look at that.
That's pretty cool.
Come on.
That's pretty cool.
And then we got the Reese's eggs.
Don't hand those to me.
We've got for real.
Leave those over there. I just don't want to touch them. They're
Wait,
evil.
is this bad for you to be in the proximity?
You're fine.
Okay,
You're fine.
okay. And then we've got the little bunnies.
The little bunnies.
Come on. Thank you so much. It was so kind of you.
What a good little Easter basket. That's nice.
It's fantastic.
That's really nice.
Fantastic. And so thoughtful of you to teach me
and now you're educated.
Easter candy truly means.
Yeah.
It's part of the beauty of this podcast. I don't know if she's watching right now. I don't see her in the chat. But thank you, Mrs. Null, for your kind generosity. Easter was a great time.
Yeah.
Did you go do anything with family?
Yeah, we just went down. I went down to my in-laws and spent the day with them.
Nice.
And then passed out on the couch because I was up so early on Easter Sunday.
Yep, Easter is a long day.
I was hanging out with all the men of Anna's family, and I just started dozing, and then next thing I know, my father-in-law woke me up like 30 minutes later. He was like, "You good?" And I was like, "I'm so tired."
Honestly, fair. There's a lot, obviously, that goes into Easter services. One of the things that and then we're going to get into the hot seat with you. Because I want to hear all about your life. The last thing I'll say before we get into it. Last week, we talked about how Ed and I both had a countdown clock. And on Good Friday, I had 25 minutes to preach. On Sunday, Ed had 25 minutes to preach.
Yep.
And historically, Ed and I are not great at following our preach clocks.
That's accurate.
And so we made a little competition out of it. Who could get closer to 25 minutes? And I believe that the reason why Ed is skipping today truly is because he's embarrassed to say that he lost.
He did lose.
He did lose. And I have the victory. But I don't want to gloat too much because I want to save my gloating for next week when he is back so we can talk about that. But I will say I walked in Monday morning or Tuesday whenever we met, and the first thing I said is Ed, next time you're on the stage and you're wondering what to do with your time, just think, what would Brandon do?
What would Brandon do?
And he just rolled his eyes and shook his head. So I'm very excited
That's so funny.
to gloat next week about my victory, getting closer to 25 minutes. But Ian, while we have you here, it's only right if we do a hot seat.
Do the hot seat.
Do we have it?
Roll it, Brady. It's in the button. Show segments. Hit the show segments.
There we
There
go.
it is. Good job.
Hey Brady, let's try that cue one more time.
It's time.
Ian, while we have you here, I think it's only appropriate that we do the hot seat. There we go. Come on.
Now he's getting the hang of it.
Producer Ian, you're hanging out here.
I am.
First question, very broad question. Tell us about your life.
Oh gosh.
Where are you from?
Why'd you start with that? I hate that question.
Where are you from? Where'd you grow up? What's your deepest trauma? I'm kidding.
Well, we all know that I have a peanut allergy now, so
yeah, that's
congratulations, everybody. I am not a Pittsburgh native.
Oh, crazy.
So
where are you from?
I am from Lancaster.
Okay.
Everybody say it with me.
Lancaster.
No, wrong. Lancaster.
Okay, so you're from Lancaster, and
Pay me every
so
time.
you grew up out there. You were part of a church called LCBC.
I was.
Right?
I was part of LCBC.
Born and raised?
Born and raised, pretty much. Yeah, we started going there when I was in second grade.
Okay.
So pretty much born and raised, yeah.
Yeah. So why aren't you Amish?
That's not how it works.
Isn't everybody from Lancaster?
No, despite popular belief.
There's
Not-
a few.
I have been asked if I am Amish.
Have you really?
Yes. We lived in a town that is very touristy,
Okay.
and it's I grew up in Strasburg, which if anybody is a big train guy, there's a railroad there that's a historical railroad, and used to be like people would flock by the thousands to this railroad station.
Huh.
Because Thomas the train
Thomas
would
the
come
Train.
there.
No way.
Yeah. So for the longest time
Oh, you
growing
told
up,
me about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I said I want to go.
Yeah. For the
Okay.
longest time growing up, there was only one road to get there, and you had to drive past my house to get there. So it would be like you couldn't get out my driveway for 20 minutes because there were so many cars coming down the road.
Wow, all for Thomas.
And so we'd be out there, like when I was a teenager, I was mowing the yard or whatnot.
Yeah.
And so people would roll their window down and go, "Are you Amish?" And I'm like, "No, I'm really."
Wait, they would just stop
Yeah.
and ask you?
They were like, "Are you Amish?" And I was like, "No." I'm like, "You just drove."
You were
past
mowing the grass?
Yes,
With
in front of my modern house with lights,
Interesting.
electricity, and they go, "Are you Amish?" And I'm like, "You don't know anything about the Amish, I guess."
That's wild. You know what? The Amish do the best, building
Oh yeah,
ever.
it is quite frankly impressive.
It is.
We were
Yeah.
home 2 Thanksgivings ago because we always go back to my parents for Thanksgiving since we're here for Christmas because of being here at church.
Yes.
And there was a barn that burned down
Oh, no.
while we were home. And I kid you not, the next day they had the barn back up.
It's incredible.
It was insane. It was like 50, 60 Amish guys out there, just
Yeah.
whole barn in a
Hard
day.
workers, great people. But
Great food,
yeah.
Amish
Yep.
food.
Yep.
Oh my
the
Lord.
root beer, don't get me
Root beer is
started.
great.
It's good stuff.
Yep.
So you're from Lancaster, as we established.
From Lancaster. Yep.
So
Got
what?
it that time.
Did I?
I think you did.
What is Lancaster?
Lancaster.
What?
Lancaster. Kiss.
Lynn Kister.
It's getting worse. He goes, North Versailles.
Yeah, it's the callback.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll work on that. So then what brought you to Pittsburgh and when did you move here?
Yeah, so I moved here for college. I went to Duquesne, go Dukes. And after that, I just didn't move back. I really fell in love with being in Pittsburgh. So
Why?
It was just, I don't know, it's very different than Lancaster. Lancaster's very, when I left Lancaster, it was very rural. It's not so much anymore. It's definitely very developed. There's a ton of people that live there now. There was a ton of people there before, but now it's very commercialized.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I grew, came out here for school, really fell in love with the city.
Yeah.
Met my wife.
Oh, come
And,
on.
Which
we'll get to that in a
rest
minute.
Is history. That
Everybody, since they found out you're on the pod, is just knocking on my door saying, we got to know how Ian and Anna met. So we're going to get to that in a minute. So you've been here since college, which would have been what year?
I started in 2015.
2015.
Yeah.
And then when did you start coming to Amplify?
2018. 2018.
We missed 3 years.
18, I think. Yeah, I think it's 2018.
So you've been here for a minute.
Yeah.
And you've been serving. How long have you been doing production stuff for the church? Did you start in high school?
Church? I started doing stuff at LCBC growing up.
Way back when.
Yeah. So I joined the worship team when I was in 5th grade. And I was on the worship team exclusively till I was probably 17.
What do you play?
Drums.
And?
Yeah. Oh, percussion. I play percussion.
Oh, I thought you played another instrument too.
I can like fumble through piano and guitar.
Yes.
I'm not good at it by any means, but like,
you are a phenomenal drummer. For those of you who don't know, back in the day, you would actually be one of our drummers quite frequently. Yeah. You'll still hop in occasionally.
Playing at the end of the month. Hey, the first time in a year and a half. So
if anyone wants to bring those posters with Ian's face,
please don't.
You could do that. Last week of the month, he'll be on drums. It would be hilarious.
I'll organize it.
Please don't do that.
It'd be hilarious. MJ, that's your job. End of the month, last Sunday. I see you're in the chat. You're bringing a
Please don't. I'll get you a photo, I promise.
Please, okay. If you get her a photo, please do not get the photo that I think you're going to get.
No,
it's going to be that photo.
I don't know what photo, but get that photo.
He has this horrible picture of me from high school.
Yeah.
And it's awful.
All right.
It's awful.
We want that photo. You're an incredible drummer, very talented. But then when did you start doing production here at the church?
So I started doing production when I was 17.
Wow.
When I figured out what I wanted to go to college for, growing up in LCBC and whatnot, they have phenomenal production there. So I got connected with a couple of those guys, and that's when I really started, doing audio mixing and that kind of thing. And that's where I sort of fell in love with it, where I was like, cool, I can do some really technical things, because I always really liked techie stuff. But I also really love music. Yeah. So it was kind of the best of those two things melding together. And
it's really cool. So on any given Sunday, you're behind the soundboard, you're overseeing, I don't even know what all, the cameras, or is that more Brady?
Yes,
you both have some overlap, but it's the whole production world of lighting, the cameras, the sound, all of these things. Which I got a question for you. I asked Mike this when he was on, who's the creative, I forget his title.
Director.
He's amazing. But he oversees all those departments.
Yeah.
But how do you handle the criticism that you sometimes get? Because production guys get a hard rap sometimes.
Yeah.
On any given Sunday, you probably got someone saying one
too
thing
loud,
they don't like,
it's too bright,
and then but you
too
also
quiet, it's too dark.
Right. You probably get both ends. Because Mike gave a great response to it. I'm curious, what is no pressure? What is producer Ian's response? Someone comes up, has some feedback. How do you handle it?
I'd say generally we don't really get like in the moment feedback. Like very rarely do we have someone just walk up to the booth and go, hey, it's too loud. Like that's not usually what happens. Usually it's we get an email about it, someone says something. But it's one of those things where we try to take certain criticism with a grain of salt, because sometimes it's really harsh. And so it's like personally you have to like not take that on as a burden personally.
Like, what type of idiot do you have?
Yeah, so we've definitely had a couple like kind of real nasty ones, which is just sad.
Yeah.
But most of the time we try to, you look at those comments and you kind of discern like, okay, did we do something weird this week?
Yep.
Because it's not ever, we never want to intentionally do something that hinders someone being in the moment, being in church, worshiping, receiving the word. So it's always one of those things where it's like, it's a moment to reflect and reevaluate and make sure the main thing is still the main thing.
Yeah. It's really good.
So.
Yeah, it's probably like we'll get feedback on messages sometimes too. And it's kind of like,
why'd you use that prop this week?
And I'm like, I don't know actually, because it didn't work. No, I'm kidding. But what I'm grateful for in our community, yes, there are some people, but most times they're not actually embedded, who just make it personal and attack. And it's just like, oh my gosh. One time I got a 3-paragraph or page, I can't remember, I know it was 3 something, but it was an email, and it strictly was about the way I talk. Not what I said.
I remember you telling me about that. Yeah.
Not what I said.
It was like a very personal
not the
attack
content,
on the way you talk.
but it was like, I can't stand you. It was basically the email I got. It was very long. And that one, I just kind of chuckled. I read through it and I just said, okay, we're just going to move on.
Just move on. Yeah.
But something I'm grateful for in our community is people are so gracious, kind, and truly want the best that even someone on our team had feedback about production the other week.
Yeah.
I took it to Mike. Knowing this person, he was like, oh, yeah, wait, let me consider that and think about that. So, yeah. It's just,
and sometimes it's good because it's like, we're not unaware of a blind spot.
Right. 100%.
Especially, when you're working in it every single week and you don't get in a routine per se, but like you're just kind of used to the way things are. You get acclimated. That's a good word for it. Yeah. And so sometimes you overlook things. You're trying to manage 18,000 things and you end up overlooking one thing,
Yep. So you're normally back in the booth. Your wife, Anna, is one of the singers up on the platform. Yep. She leads quite a bit.
She does.
And so I want to hear the story. Now it's time. Everybody drum roll in the chat.
I don't know what's
time
here.
How did you and Anna meet? What's the story? Everyone wants to know.
Everybody wants to know. I've gotten DMs about it constantly. So we met at Duquesne.
Okay. What were you studying?
Music.
What about her?
Music education.
Oh, come on. Match made in heaven.
She's music education. She's a teacher. And I was studying music technology. So we didn't have a lot of overlapped classes, but we had like music theory and music history, which was the bane of my existence, was music history. Yeah. And so that's the class we met in.
Did you know right away?
No.
Did she?
No. She had a boyfriend when we first met.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was
Scandal.
I was not even like, I know she had a boyfriend, not interested.
Why'd they break up?
Nope.
Oh, I was making a joke that it was for you.
No, it's definitely not for me.
I'm not actually asking you to expose all that. That would be crazy.
That's crazy.
That would be, I see why you had that reaction. No, I was saying she broke up because she met Ian and she said, that's my guy. But that's probably, there's more to the story. How long have you two been married?
We have been married. This June will be 5 years.
5 years. Let's go. I would know that,
go back to the whole story? I'll give you the whole story.
I'd love to hear the whole story.
It's a good story.
I just want to say I would know how long you're married, but I wasn't invited to the wedding. So that's neither here nor there.
I didn't know either of you at the time.
No excuses, Ian.
It's crazy work. Intern Emma wasn't invited either. None of us.
No.
None of us invited. Okay, what's the story?
So when I was at Duquesne, I worked an AV job.
Who?
An AV, like audiovisual job.
Okay.
Yeah. It was like an on-campus, like work study thing. And so one of my main things I had to do was when you're in music school, every year you have to do a student recital, which is basically you go up on stage and you play a bunch of pieces of music by yourself in front of a bunch of people.
Okay. Sounds terrifying.
Scary.
Yeah.
Worst. I hated it so much. So Anna she had to do only one student recital. I had to do two.
Okay.
She forgot to schedule someone to do the AV recording for her thing.
Who was the hero?
And so my boss at the time said, hey, this didn't hit the schedule, but if anybody's available and wants to take it, you'll just get paid out of pocket, whatever. Yeah. Like it won't go through the university. And I was like, well, I'm free that night. And he said who it was. And at that point, I thought that she had broke up with her boyfriend. And I was like, well, she's cute. I'll do it.
Oh, so Ian's out here playing the game. Sorry. That was a bad mistake.
That was bad.
Ian was out there playing the game.
So I went, I'll record her recital. She's cute. Why not?
Aw.
And so, it was so funny because she did a joint student recital with a pianist. And so after every piece of music, they alternated who was going out to play the next thing.
Okay.
And so I had to go out to the grand piano and open the whole lid for the pianist and then close the whole lid for her to sing. And so it was just me if you like, we went back and watched the student recital and it's just me going on and off the stage 1,000 times, lowering the stick on the piano up and down again.
That's incredible.
That's how we actually met.
How long did you date?
We dated year and a half before we got engaged.
Okay.
And then we were engaged for a little over a year.
Come on, power couple. That's what you guys are. Power couple, doing ministry together, in it with one another. You just moved nearby, which is such a blessing. You're actually like remotely, because you were traveling like an hour.
I was
each way.
Yeah, it was dependent on what time of day I left. If I left at a bad time, it was definitely at least an hour.
Yeah, I feel like Hallmark should make a movie about you two. What a story. Ian said, I'll be the hero this evening.
Oh my gosh.
Schedule me, coach.
Schedule me.
Put me in.
Put me in, coach. I'll do it.
And the rest, come on.
Yep.
That is good stuff.
Our first date, hilariously enough, was going to church.
Was it really? Come on.
It was funny. I was like, hey, do you want to go to church with me? And she's like, sure, I'll go to church with you.
Oh,
and then afterward, I was like, hey, do you want to go to Permanis or something? And
no way.
Yep.
All right, forget Hallmark. Pure Flicks. Pure Flicks. Pick this up. Dude, that's incredible.
It's too funny.
That is so wholesome. I love it. I guess you could say Kendall and my first date was here. Because we grew.
That's true. You guys were both. That's where you guys met here.
Doing ministry here. Yeah. But not technically.
Yeah.
Yes. So you're very obviously passionate about production, all the things going on in your life. Another thing you're passionate about, disc golf.
Disc golf.
So for the viewers out there, talk to us a little bit about your passion around disc golf. When did this develop? When did this start?
Yeah. So
do you think you'll go pro?
I definitely won't go pro. They're too good.
Is there a pro league?
There is a whole pro scene. You can go on YouTube, check it out, Disc Golf Pro Tour. You can also look up Jomez Pro. You can watch a ton of stuff.
There's a league?
Oh, dude.
A pro league, like the NFL.
There is a pro tour. Yes, they tour every other week. They're at some different location. They're international. They go over to Europe for a huge stint of the summer.
Why don't you believe in yourself?
Dude, go watch it. It's disgusting what these guys do.
I've seen you in the theater throwing those around.
Dude, I am terrible compared to them. These guys can throw 600 plus feet.
No, no one can do that. You're
dude,
lying.
they're throwing like 2 football fields. It's crazy.
Caught him in a lie. That's not possible. Disc.
I'll show you. I'll show you afterwards.
That's great. How long have you been at it?
So I started playing in high school initially.
Okay.
I had a couple buddies that were into it, and I would go along, and I would just chuck a frisbee the whole time. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't trying to score. I was just trying to throw stuff.
Yeah.
So I knew about disc golf back in high school, but I didn't really get into it until, I guess it'd be almost 3 years ago on the nose, because I think it was in April 3 years ago that I started. Yeah. And I kind of just got hooked. Yeah. And now I have hundreds of frisbees.
He really does.
I really do. It's maybe
significant.
It's maybe a little bit of a problem.
It might be a little bit.
I have sold some frisbees and I still have hundreds of frisbees.
Didn't you let me throw one of yours one time at the park when we did church? Church.
Oh yeah.
And didn't I lose it?
No. Well, you maybe did, and then I went and found it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. In my head, it was still lost.
No.
Okay,
no, we didn't lose any that day.
It is a fun thing.
Share the story of Ian taking me my first time disc golf.
Sure.
Oh, this is actually a really funny story.
Okay, we're here for it.
Okay, so what happened was it was after work, and he said to me, "Hey, do you want to go disc golf?" I said, "Sure." So there's a course over in Monroeville. I think it's on
Monroeville East Park. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we went over to the East Park, and first hole, and he's like explaining how to throw, and he's like, "Okay, this is how you do it." Shanks it to the right. I mean, literally.
It was the worst shank.
If you could throw 90 degrees to your right, he might have actually
He did it.
And so we go searching for the disc, and we can't find it. Did you ever get that disc back?
I did. I got it back 9 months later.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
First time going disc golf, this dude rips it to the right, and I'm like, well, okay, I guess I know what not to do now.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, so maybe like don't do that. But I was like, you throw the frisbee down there, and you go put it in the bucket over there. Yeah.
That's wild. And rumor has it you have a group.
We do. Shout out Amplify Disc Golf. We have a group starting up again this week. So actually, this is a shameless plug. If you are interested in disc golf and you're watching this podcast and you're not part of the group, stay after church. We're going to meet in the theater, and we're going to have a couple baskets out and talk about discs and whatnot. So if you're even remotely interested or you're curious and want to see what it's about, you can come check it out. We'll have some discs. You can... Yeah, we'll throw them.
Ian spreads the gospel and the glory of disc golf.
The disc golf group is popping off, man. We got a lot of people in it. So
I signed up last year and then
never came.
But at least I signed up, right?
I have removed you from the group. You're an inactive member.
Honestly, that's very fair. That was fun. Well, you're still on the hot seat. So I've got a few more quick hitter, little funnier questions for you. I want to know this. I also asked Mike this. What is your biggest pet peeve with the preachers? Talking about Ed and I.
So for Brandon, biggest pet peeve is
no hesitation. I like that.
I know Brandon's
he's running
off
through the
bat.
list in his head.
Yeah, so Brandon's pet peeve, and Marion, I think you're in the chat. You'll probably agree with this one. Brandon notoriously gives us different Bible verses than he actually goes up and preaches with. He will give us it'll be John 3:16 ESV, and then he'll read an entirely different translation that doesn't have any of the same words in it. And we're like,
and it's not even John,
cool.
It's like Philippians 2 or
yeah,
something.
it's something that people don't know off the top of their head. And so we're just like, great, we have that up on the screen for the first time guest that doesn't have a Bible with them.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, the preacher's saying different words than what's on the screen right now. What does that mean?
I will say that I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
You did good at Easter. You gave us the correct ones at Easter. So
come on.
I'll take the progress.
I've only been working on it for about 7 years now, so just give me a little bit more time.
We'll give you more grace. It's okay.
Well, okay, what, you have any for Ed? Or more for me, whatever you want to do.
Ed, I think my only pet peeve is he loves his little headset mic.
He does.
Hate the headset mic.
He loves that.
It's so...
And why do you hate that? From a production perspective, why do you hate that?
Do you want me to get in the nerdy part of it?
Mild nerdy.
Okay, mild nerdy. So this microphone here, this is a good example. This microphone is very directional.
Yes, it is.
I talk this way, it captures only this way. So if it's the back of it's facing at Brandon, so Brady, mute his mic.
Oh.
I think it's muted. For the audience. If Brandon talks now really loud, it rejects all of his noise.
Hello, test.
So it probably sounds really muffled. Hopefully it does. I can still hear him in my headphones.
It does.
Okay. So the mic that Brandon uses, handheld, and same with all the singers, they have very directional mics. Ed's mic, however, that's on his face, is not a directional mic, and it captures everything in the same hemisphere. So when you have a PA system that's blasting into an echoey room with Ed's voice and it captures everything, you get all of that reflection.
Interesting.
So,
but I will say he does own it.
He does. He's figured out.
He's a boss with it.
We have figured out a way to handle it now. Definitely the first couple weeks of it, we were just like, oh my.
And I tried it and gave up on it.
Yeah,
I can't use it.
It's something with the way you talk.
Thank you.
You blow air into the microphone or something. I don't even know how you do it, but just
it's a special talent
the whole time.
It's pretty tough.
Yeah.
I know what else bugs you about me is how far away I hold my mic.
That is true. You
do hate that.
You crack me up with this because what was it? It was at team night the other week. I handed him the mic and he went, "You're going to have to gain me up because I don't hold the microphone close enough to my face. You tell me this every single time you go to preach."
Yep.
And I'm like, "Okay, Brandon, I know this. I know this to be true." And then I gained you up just in good faith, didn't test it.
Yep.
You get up there for team night and you eat that mic and you put it straight to your mouth and it just clipped the whole microphone out. And I was like, cool, thanks, Brandon. That's super great.
I'll start to be truer to my word if I say that. I will try to be more honest. That is very funny. Okay, another question. Ready for this? What is one thing you wish you could mute on a Sunday?
Acoustic guitar.
Oh, we don't have acoustic guitar.
I know, but
are you the reason why?
Whenever we do, I just don't want it in the mix.
Why don't you like acoustic guitar?
Because
I love acoustic guitar.
It doesn't have a good place to sit in the mix.
What are you talking about? It's so good to hear that rhythm.
All I want is the rhythm, and most of the time I can't just get the rhythm.
Oh, Ian, that hurts.
It's also the running joke in the production world of how do you mix an acoustic guitar, and it's just someone's finger hitting the mute button. It's definitely
that's actually really fun.
Highly influenced by that. So,
back in the day when I used to be on worship team,
and so you used to play the acoustic guitar a lot.
I love the acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
Did you always have me muted?
No.
Oh, okay.
I've never actually done that. I've wanted to do that really badly a couple times.
But
I
think it adds such a nice depth.
No.
But if I'm ever scheduled again,
I'll mute it.
I'm bringing my acoustic.
I'll just let you plug it in and I won't actually put it in the
I'll be like, I think my battery's dead.
No, you'll hear it. Just nobody else will hear it.
Okay, that's fair enough. Have you ever had a crazy production fail?
Yeah, Brady remembers this one, and this is kind of Brady's fault. So I don't remember what the story is, but start and then I'll figure it out. The dog.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I know this one.
Yeah,
actually, Abby and I were just talking about this last night.
There's probably a video of it somewhere, but Brady, for the longest time, when we would do testing on the screens, he had like a deck of content that was just like the craziest stuff you've ever seen. Like just weird animations of things or like stripes ripping across the screen. So it like some of it was useful. Like we could see if our mapping for stuff was correct and whatnot.
Yeah.
But he had this video of a dog that was like licking a window. And so when you put it up on the screen...
Wait, was it a pug?
Yeah.
I think I remember this video.
So it looked like there was a pug up on the screen, like licking the screen. And when we were testing, I don't know why, but we had it where we put pre-roll. So we went to fire pre-roll, the lights dimmed and everything. And the audio was still correct. That's the funniest part. So we fired pre-roll, and it was just this pug licking the screen. And I just turned around at the person running that computer, and I went, "What did you click?" And then I looked, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, Brady was testing, and he put the stupid pug video in."
That's not how I exactly remember it, but yeah,
that's basically what happened.
I think it was like pre-roll didn't show up on the screen or something.
Maybe it was that. Maybe.
Yeah, it was definitely in like a test, like far away thing, and I think someone just pressed, I don't know what's not working, click, and then big dog.
I think that's the where pre-roll was supposed to be wasn't working, and so they just clicked on the next thing over, and it was the pug.
Yeah, that was definitely it.
Yeah, so that was definitely. That's probably the funniest fail that was the least traumatic. I've definitely had a couple traumatic.
Yeah.
Production fit. Yeah, the microphones was microphones at Church of the Point was.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
My probably most egregious mistake I've ever made in my life.
Well, stuff happens.
Stuff happens. That's live production.
It might keep you up at night. You might have nightmares about it, but
it's more of in the moment. You're just really upset and
yeah. That's so funny though about can you imagine, dude?
I can. I'd lived it.
I was not there for that. I remember Brady always putting goofy stuff up.
Yeah.
But I was not there when it was supposed to be pre-roll. And that is so
It's different
fun.
If it's in like, where nothing is going on. It's a whole different ball game when there's 1,000 people in the room and something crazy goes up on the screen.
Were you horrified?
Oh, I was absolutely horrified. I had like just joined staff too. And I was brand spanking new on staff.
Week
and
one,
that happened.
New pre-roll.
I mean, Brady, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was like, I was maybe 3 months into being full time here, and pug on the screen.
It was soon because I remember it was like, it was very shortly after, or right. I think rightfully so. Shortly before you took over doing all the screen stuff. But for the most part, it had always been me.
Right.
And so it had to have been like close enough that like it was before your time, but you were around.
Right.
Oh, that is so crazy. Wow.
Yeah, it was wild.
Could have been worse.
Could have been worse. There's definitely way worse things that could have happened.
I almost got us in a situation that I thought would have been worse. And I've teased this story on the pod before, but it was during our Duquesne worship night.
Oh yeah.
And
that fateful day.
So I definitely did start this story, but didn't finish it here, and I want to hear it from your perspective. We're down at Duquesne. We did a worship night down there. And I had an awesome team of volunteers. Colton was on it.
Yeah, shout out Colton. I doubt you're watching this, but if you are, shout out Colton.
And it was not Colton's fault. Somehow, through the process of the night, we caused a crazy disruption to Duquesne's main sound room board that it did not seem could be fixed. And so I'm down there. It's about, 11 o'clock at night. And Ian, take it away from your perspective. It's a Friday night.
Yeah,
You're in bed.
It was a Friday night. I was definitely in bed.
Yeah, you were tired.
I think I was in bed, but I wasn't trying to sleep because I knew there was a possibility that somebody was going to call me. And
that's crazy.
I get a call from Brandon, and I was like, oh man, if Brandon's calling me, this can't be good. It's like, gosh. I was like, it was one of those moments where I was like, do I pick up the phone right now? Or do I just let it go to voicemail? And I go, I was sleeping. Sorry, man. I missed it.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, pick up the phone. It's the right thing to do. And picks it up. He goes, hey, so I think we broke their whole thing. I was like,
is that what I said?
Yeah, it's something to that effect. I was just like, what do you mean? I was like, you've got to be joking, right? I was like, there's no way you could have broken it. I was like, unless you blew their speakers out, which I was like, that's a whole different story. And we are so getting in trouble for this.
Yeah. I thought that's what we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so thankfully I didn't live super far from Duquesne at that point.
Yeah.
And I I buzzed over there and parked my car in the garage and whatnot. And I walked in, and you're there with their tech guy, and he is livid. I was like, this man's going to kill me.
Hated my guts.
Yeah, it was bad.
Everything about me.
It was bad.
He's probably the guy who wrote the email.
Probably, yeah. He came to church the night. He didn't even come to church. He was just like,
to do that.
Yeah, your mix sucks. Sorry, it's too loud.
Oh, man.
Don't like the pastor's voice.
Right. You get down there, it's probably 11:30. And
yeah, and so I was like, all right, what's going on? And he's like, I don't know how to put this back together. And I was like, what do you mean? You work here. I was like, this is your room that you manage. I'm sorry. And so I think I remember being like, more or less, I will make sure that you know what to do, but it's kind of not my problem that your stuff is messed up, because it was like a software patching problem. Like,
okay,
his board wasn't patched to the speakers correctly. And I was like, I don't know how you have that set up. I just walked into this room and plugged into your stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not working. And so he was blaming us, and I was like, I'm sorry, dude. You're going to have to figure it out. You work here. I don't work here. I can't get into this.
But at the end of the day, you got it figured out.
I did. I was like, all right, the right thing to do is to stay with this guy and try to figure out what the heck's going on. And so we stayed around, and
I prayed the entire time because it was such a great night. And then I was like, man, if we're responsible for like
back to
$40,000 of production gear, then I was like,
hey,
Lord,
Cindy, we need you to write a check for like $50,000 because we broke their whole room.
Lord, please let Ian come through on this. And you did. It was amazing. Yeah. And that was early on to me even knowing you.
Yeah, that was probably one of our earliest reactions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the whole time you were smiling, you were nice. And I've always thought, man, Ian, I said this, you are the least angry person that I think I've ever met. I've never seen you mad.
It's good. That means I contain it good in those situations.
I got a couple quick rapid fire, and then we're going to get into our draft.
Okay.
I want to know this. Out of our staff team, who we have here, who do you think would last the longest in a zombie apocalypse?
In a zombie apocalypse?
Yes.
Man.
I guess he's really thinking through this.
I guess I'll say Brady.
Oh, interesting.
Really? Yeah, because like
I thought you'd say Pastor Rob.
Yeah, maybe Rob. Rob would also be in that top tier.
Yeah, I would put Rob ahead of me.
Yeah, I would say if it was just survival, I would say you, because you're an Eagle Scout. So like
that is true.
You know, you got that going for you. I forgot Rob is was in the military and whatnot. So
who's lasting the shortest amount of time?
This is a mean question.
It's very mean.
I don't like this question.
You don't need to answer that.
I'm going to say Brandon just out of spite.
Okay. And honestly, probably fair. If you had to roast somebody on staff for a whole minute, who would you pick?
Probably you.
Because you already
do it already on the internet. all those reels and stuff, I'm like, Brandon, is it okay? Are you okay that I just make these crazy reels that just poke fun at you all the time? He's like, yeah, it's fine. So it's good. Funny. He's like, I like the way that the internet makes it look like we have beef. And I'm like, we don't have any beef.
I think it's so funny. We do.
We have beef.
We're enemies. What are you talking about?
We're enemies.
Yeah.
Brandon secretly hates me.
That's not true, but we need them to believe it. Okay, another question for you. You grew up in church. You went to youth group, all the things. I want to know, again, lots of question. What is your funniest youth group story that you had growing up?
Oh, man. Okay. So this was not when I was in youth, but I was involved with the youth group.
Oh, boy.
Because we had two different youth groups. We had one that was for high school, and we had one that was for middle school. So when I was in high school, I served with the middle school group.
Yeah.
So we used to do this thing. I think at this point, it was either called...
we had like the same childhood.
Yeah.
It's honestly hilarious. Yep, go ahead.
So we had this event that we would do, and it was an outreach event. And it was either called, I can't remember when the name changed, but it was called Barn Bash initially, and then eventually got changed to the Hoedown Throwdown because of...
What?
Yeah, because it was a barn party thing.
So Lancaster. Did I say right?
Well, yeah, and it was because Hannah Montana was huge at that time, and she had the whole Hoedown Throwdown song.
Oh, I'm not familiar.
Yeah. You're homeschooled, so
hey, buddy.
Yeah, so it started when I was in middle school. It was literally a barn party. Like we had like 100 middle schoolers, and it was in someone's barn.
Wow.
It eventually grew too big, and we had to have it actually at the church because 900 kids would come to this thing.
My gosh.
It was a huge event. And so the high schoolers, they did this thing. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with, like, when you go to Disney World, you can get the character book, and you can get, like, signatures from the characters and whatnot.
Never been. Sorry.
Okay, well, for all the other people that have been to Disney World, you know, when you're a little kid, you get the little signature book, and you can go around to all the characters, and you can get, like, a, you know, Buzz Lightyear has a stamp and whatever. Yeah. Everybody else signs it. So we did a similar thing where they had all the high schoolers dress up as certain characters, and the middle schoolers they got some prize at the end of the night with whoever got all the signatures.
Yeah.
And so they had a variety of costumes to choose from. I didn't want to be seen, so I picked a costume that was like very containable. Okay. And so I was Bumble the Yeti. I don't know.
What is that?
So do you know the old claymation?
Wait, what am I looking up?
Bumble the Yeti.
Yeti.
Yeah.
What is this?
Hold on, let me see it. Yep, that's it. I was this man.
Is this the guy from that Christmas?
Yeah, he's from
show?
the Christmas show.
Oh,
yeah. Turn your laptop around. Point it at that camera.
Oh, just turn it around. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So Bumble the Yeti, it was the biggest costume. It had like a whole exoskeleton that I had to get into, and
oh boy,
the thing I didn't know was when I got into it, it had a very big plastic bare bottom.
What?
It had like a baboon butt.
Oh no.
And I had no idea. And so I'm walking around in this Yeti costume, and all of a sudden there's just hordes of middle schoolers spanking me.
Oh my gosh, that is
so
I don't know how to respond in this moment. I don't know what to do.
Literally,
I don't know what to say.
I'm just in this Yeti costume. I can barely see because, you know, it's got like little tiny eye holes that you're like looking out.
You're like, what is happening?
I am just surrounded by hundreds of middle schoolers, and they are all just running past me, spanking me for hours. And I was like, what is going on? And then one of my friends was like, dude, you have a big plastic baboon butt. And that's what I was like, I need to get out of this costume. I can't keep doing this.
Dude, that's actually insane. That's pretty crazy.
So that's probably one of my crazier
moral
ones.
Of the story, choose your outfits wisely.
Check the back of the outfit.
Dude, that's actually hilarious. Oh, wow. Well, I'm trying to think. Anything else you want to share about yourself? Did we cover? I mean, what more is there to know other than...
I say I can go on youth group stories forever, but there's a different podcast for that one.
There is. Maybe you should be a part of it sometime. I think, we got a few minutes left. I think we better get into our draft.
Yeah, I think it's potato draft time.
Potato draft. Oh, he did it.
There it is.
I'm getting better.
You did good.
I love it. So, today we are in fact drafting potatoes.
Yep.
Explain the parameters for what we mean by this.
So when I made the stupid video last week, I wanted them to do potato species like Idaho and russet and red, and just it was going to be really stupid. But we're going to do forms of potatoes. Yeah. And
they have to be specific, not general.
They have to be specific. They cannot be generic. So we can't do French fries. French fries is unacceptable. But if you did like crab fries, that's fine.
Or if you're like
sour cream and onion potato chips.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yep. And we each get 3?
We each get 3.
All right. Who's going first? I'll let you. You know what? You're the guest. You get the very first pick.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to pick this French fry that I've had at, I'm trying to remember what restaurant it is. Somewhere local. I want to say it's Industry. Have you ever been there?
Yeah. Yeah.
They have, they are pot roast fries. So it is pot roast, like beef pot roast.
Yeah.
Covered in gravy.
Oh man.
And scallions on French fries.
Oh, that's
going to be my first pick. Pot roast fries.
I like that very much. Brady, do you want in on this, by the way? I forgot to ask you.
I didn't prepare. So
I think you should be a part of it.
Okay.
If you want, you can go last, Brady. I'll give you I'll give you a second. Yeah. So I'm also going to take a fry. Not surprising. The best form of potato
is a French fry.
We all agree on that?
I'd agree.
And then probably a chip. So we'll probably all go fry chip.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. You went super niche with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be specific, but not niche. And I feel like I'm going to win the people over with this one.
That's super
because
fair.
I think undisputed, the best fast food restaurant with the best fries is Five Guys. And so
Agreed.
I'm going, hang on, hear me.
I mean, I can't
I'm not
eat
just
them,
saying Five Guys.
but, like,
I'm not just saying that. I'm saying,
I literally could hear Emma scream
I
from the
know.
other room.
She's
What?
not like that. I'm going Five Guys fries with the Cajun seasoning with a little bit of that. What's the stuff, Brady? Why am I blanking? Vinegar?
Oh,
is
yeah.
that?
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you get the Five Guys, you know.
Yes. Yeah. I think it's like a vinegary type thing.
Okay.
And
okay.
you put all that on there, change your life. It'll literally change yours.
I will die.
You can't because
I
peanut
can't.
oil.
I can't even go in that restaurant.
For real.
Dude, yeah, because they got the bags of peanuts on the floor.
Oh wow.
There's literally a sign on the door that says, if you have a peanut allergy, do not come in here.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty wild. So don't do that. But for everybody else, that's my pick. I'm going with it. Brady, you're up next.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
Okay.
There you go.
1, 2. Okay. I'm going different direction.
Okay.
I love a good mashed potato. That's all I'll say.
The way he doubled down.
Love a good mashed potato.
Love it.
Wait, but you got to be more specific. Where from?
There is I can't think of the brand. There is a brand. It's super easy to make. It's basically just heat up in
Idaho. I think Idahoan. Isn't that what it's called?
Probably, yeah. I don't
You
know.
like
They're
the boxed
great.
mashed potatoes? We're talking
that's
You
what
put
I'm
a little
boxed.
egg on it, it's great.
No.
Yeah,
Oh my lord.
I don't know about this.
Okay, so Emma, make a note on that draft post. Boxed mashed potatoes.
Yes, that's wild. And Brady, you get your second pick too. Snake draft here.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna be
I
like,
wasn't prepped. This is my first time. Okay.
he's like microwaved raw potato.
No.
Microwaved raw potato.
What the heck? Okay. Wow, I'm not even sure.
I can go if you want to.
Yeah, go.
Okay, we'll just go back and forth. I am going to say, this one you might take issue with, but I'm going to say a Mrs. T's pierogi.
What? That's not a potato thing.
That is a potato
It is a
thing.
potato thing, but that's. I think you're missing the point of the potato product.
I think
So
that
it's
counts.
either hold on. It's either repick or Mrs. T's pierogi filling.
No. You get the whole pierogi.
I don't think you get the whole pierogi.
If you say, a loaded baked potato, you're counting the bacon, you're counting the cheese, you're counting
but the main thing isn't
and
the
the
potato.
main thing in a pierogi is potato. Intern Emma, you get a rolling because you're impartial.
Yeah, give us a yay or nay.
Does it? It doesn't. Intern Emma
Does not count.
All right, now
Does
we
not
got
count.
beef. Not just you and Ed. We officially have beef on the record.
Does not
Intern
count.
Emma. That's okay. I felt so good about that. All right.
That's like picking we're picking pasta sauces and you pick a ravioli.
Oh no.
Like
that's not the I think chat. Let them know.
Chat right now. Is pierogi a potato product that is on the same level as chips and fries? No. Come on, Zach. I see you in the chat. I want to see your ruling here.
It is unequivocally a potato.
It's not.
Product. It's I don't. Okay.
It's not made with potato flour or anything like that.
Here's gonna be I'll replace it with something else that will probably be a hot take. A loaded. So by that I mean bacon and cheese.
Okay.
On a fresh homemade potato pancake.
That's a good pick.
Thank you.
That's a good pick.
Okay. All right. I think that counts. Pierogi doesn't count. Filling ain't the main product.
Zach.
You know what?
Thank you.
All of you are wrong.
Nope.
Josh,
you're just wrong.
I was your best man. You were my best man. Why aren't you having my back right now? Okay. Ian, you get to go again, and then Brady.
I'm going to go.
Pierogi counts, according to Gabrielle. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm gonna go loaded tater tot.
Oh, great pick. Yeah. Okay. You brought it back with that one. Yep. You lost it on the first round. You're bringing it back right there.
I don't think I did. Anybody that's ever had pot roast fries, oh my lord, change your life.
The problem is no one's had it. Brady, you get your second pick. Sorry.
Okay, perfect. Okay, correction on the first one. Thank you, Mike and Abby. It is Bob Evans mashed potatoes. That's Bob Evans mashed potatoes. Thank you
right.
both.
So it's still boxed.
It's still boxed, yes, but it's Bob Evans, so it's a little better. Okay. A second pick, undefeated in my opinion, Chick-fil-A waffle fries.
Okay, I can respect it for sure.
I can't eat that either.
I have no beef with that. Brady, are you ready for your third? Do you want to just go now? I think he's talking back there. Okay, Ian.
Wait, what?
It's your turn again.
I said
it's a snake draft.
You can go again.
See, I'm awful at this. Okay.
We didn't prep
last
you for
pick.
this.
Yeah, literally threw me in this. Last pick. Lay's.
No.
Yep.
Just Lay's. Just Lay's.
It's we're not. It's specific. It's specifically. It's the Lay's.
He goes.
He didn't even finish.
Lay's original.
He said
it's
Lay's.
chips. That's my
He goes.
pick.
My third pick. Lay's. Lay's.
Honestly, okay, I can respect it. Yep. Okay,
This draft is confusing.
Brady,
how this works.
I do have one.
We do the
better than
same
Lay's,
thing every
though.
week.
Okay, go ahead.
Is it my turn now?
Oh, is it mine? Do I
think
get
it's
to go?
okay.
It's
But you're,
confusing.
it's your turn. I end.
Okay,
I started.
Okay. So, I'm between a couple here. Man, there's a lot you can do with the potato. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to go with chip as well, and I'm gonna say anything Utz. Utz potato chips.
Just original, like.
Oh, he
you gotta
just
pick
took,
specific.
He took all of Lay's, so I'm taking all
I
of
said
Utz.
Lay's original.
A Lay's original.
Okay, the honey mustard. Sorry,
that's a
honey
flavor?
barbecue.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Like, that's
the honey your face honey barbecue Utz will be my last take. Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna go another fry.
Okay,
similar to my first pick.
He's playing with the crowd now.
Poutine.
What? Is
Poutine
that?
fries.
Where did you get poutine fries?
Dude,
Ian, you're not allowed to use that language on here.
Poutine fries. Oh my lord! If you've never had them, please go get them somewhere.
I've never heard of poutine.
They're
What
duck
is it?
fat gravy fries.
Oh my gosh, it sounds so bad
Oh,
for
dude,
you.
it's so they are. They're super bad for you, but oh my lord, it's so good.
Okay, that's very solid. Then does it? Yeah, Abby. Oh, look at Abby.
I know,
defending her
Abby's-
man in the chat.
Abby is also consoling
Poutine.
me for not being able to eat it.
Thomas Carney. I don't know why that's so funny. All right, so there will be a pullout later. Let us know who you think won. Producer Ian, thanks for being here.
Thanks
What are
for
we
having
calling
me.
Brady? We didn't come up with a fun nickname for him.
Just backup producer
Backup Brady. I like that. Backup Brady, producer Ian, intern Emma. Thanks for being here. All of you, vote later on. We'll be back here next week. If this was fun, I don't know that I would say it was helpful. Ed normally says that. If you found this fun and enjoyable, send it to somebody, share it. But we'll see you back here next week. We love you. See you then.